Hi everyone, it's Eric Solomon and I'm bringing you the Monmouth Park Win Early Pick-5 preview for Saturday, July 24th. I'm coming to you with some breaking news that there is a $30,000 carryover that is going to seed the pot for this wager on Saturday. So definitely one that you want to spend a little bit of time on, and certainly willing to spend a little bit more. I went back and changed my ticket a little bit after I saw the carryover. I'm going to go with a $72 ticket. Looking for some coverage in a couple of races here. Going with a single in the second with probably the most likely winner on the card. So let's go ahead and jump right in with race one. It's a maiden special weight on the turf sprint. And I definitely want some coverage here. The favorite on the morning line is the 10 Noble Cross. This one was a distant second in his debut behind Abe Honestly last time out. That one just kind of freaked, won by 7+ lengths. This one was second that day, definitely second best, but I'm not really sure who he finished in front of that day. So I'm a little skeptical of that effort. Still a second-time starter with some room to improve. I'm going to put that one on the ticket, but I definitely want to try and beat him and put some other horses in there to offer a little bit of value. My top pick is the 7, Aktham. Horse that has tried desperately to get on the turf in his last 3 races, but all 3 have been reined off the turf. Still ran some credible efforts, finishing second each time. I think, I look at the pedigree, I think this is a horse that certainly could be a quality turf sprinter. Is a Candy Ride out of a Munnings mare, so has that going for her. Definitely also has some tactical speed, which should play well in this race. Another one with a pedigree that definitely leans turf sprint is the 4, High Limit Room. This one sired by Cantharos out of a Stormy Atlantic mare. Makes the first start of 2021, 2 career starts. Last seen at Laurel, tried the turf for the first time, ran a quality race in maiden special weight company there, third, less than 2 lengths there. Jose Camejo trains this one. If he can fire fresh, definitely a player here. Also going to throw on the 8, Jerry's Turn. Source has 7 career starts. The turf races are definitely better. Has one of those 3 starts on turf, was a sprint. I thought it was a pretty decent race. So this one's getting back on the turf for Tim Hills, who has brought live horses here to the meet. 8 for 13 on the board with 4 winners. So I think it's definitely one you want to put on your ticket as well. Race 2, optional claiming non-winners of 2 other than allowance. Awesome Anywhere, to me, is the most logical horse, most likely winner on the card, and most likely winner on the sequence for sure. This one ran a terrible race in the slop in the Mr. Prospector, but this one has not run a lot of good races on wet tracks. In fact, its last poor race prior to that was in the mud at Oaklawn. Has 6 really good fast dirt starts prior to that, and any one of those 6 should be enough to beat this field today. I think has shown the ability to recover from those bad races. Wasn't really used too hard in that race. Was kind of eased up at the end. I think runs a big race here today. Race 3. This is where I'm going to add the extra horse that I wasn't sure about adding, but I'm going to go 3 deep in this maiden, claiming $10,000 as the tag in this race. My top 2 picks, one of my rules, that I don't love to take short prices on horses doing new things. And both my top 2 picks here, the top pick is Horseshoe Falls and the second pick is Lady Normandy. Both of them are stretching out and going 2 turns for the first time. So I did want a little bit of extra coverage there. I do like Horseshoe Falls, stretching out, dropping for Wayne Potts, ran on the dirt for the first time, and with better speed figure definitely fits here. Should be able to get the distance there. Lady Normandy, shipped here also from Naira, cut back on a sprint, has shown that this horse has some speed. Could wind up being a lone speed, setting a pretty slow pace, and they might have a hard time running this one down. I'm also going to include the 1, Upper Speed D's on my ticket. This is a horse that actually won, crossed the wire first 3 starts ago at Tampa, but was disqualified and placed second. Since then, the last 2 starts have not been good, so not in the best of form. But this horse is the only proven commodity at the distance, and if the top 2 start getting leg weary in the stretch, this could be the one to nail them on the wire. I'm 3 deep again in the 4th race. My top pick is the 1, Meb's Web. Taking a significant drop in class, 3rd off the layoff. Definitely faced tougher last time, still was 3rd. So the consistent figures definitely fit here. The 2, My Blonde Mary. This is a horse that's kind of on the on the upswing. Last 2 were pretty solid. Ran a career top figure last time out. Certainly could do it again. It wasn't a huge jump. Was beaten a length at this level last time out. And then also the 5 Tough Bird, morning line favorite. This is a tough horse to take a short price on because the last 3 races have not been good. Last second and third start ago really were poor. Did show a little bit of improvement last time out, and now is claimed and moved to the barn of Jose Delgado. So if he's ever going to turn it around, this is where it's going to happen. And then race 5, I definitely am looking at some prices in this race, and I've got my top pick is actually a 20-to-1 shot here, Money and Honey. Now, there's no doubt that this one is going to have to improve to be a winner here. However, there are some positives working this direction, for him. Adding blinkers for the first time here is a plus. This one's coming out of a common race with Sink Amore, who is 2. Another horse I'm going to be using. Was only 2 lengths behind that one. Sink Amore is at 4-to-1 on the morning one. This one's at 20-to-1. So there's some promise there. They also ran on a good course last time out. This one was a maiden breaker, 3 starts ago on a firm course. And I just feel that with an aggressive ride this time, I look at the last race, had the outside post there, and really was not ridden aggressively. And this horse lost ground on the kind of in the bend into the chute. Was about 5 wide there, and was also about 5 wide going into the first turn. So just really was never really had a chance in that race. I'm expecting improvement today, and 20-to-1. I would love to be able to get that on this horse here. Also going to include on the ticket number 9 Exact. This is a horse that connected to pay off a very modest Pick-5 for us a couple weeks ago. Was claimed out of that race off the Todd Pletcher barn and now runs back for Douglas Nunn here. That race 2 weeks ago was reined off the turf. This one should certainly be on, and this one actually may be better on the turf. Has some speedy starts over at Gulfstream, so definitely a live runner here, but while moving up in class off the claim, certainly could be a little dicey here, so that's why I want the coverage. Speed Salsa, another horse. This one's 10-to-1 on the morning line, and this is strictly a pedigree play for me. Definitely a better horse on turf than on dirt. And really the 2-turn races in her form line are definitely better than the 1-turn races. However, you look at the pedigree, 2-step Salsa out of a big drama mare, you got to think this one should be able to sprint. And so we know this one likes the turf. So if this race just falls apart, this is the horse that's going to be charging down at the end because there's not a lot of early speed with her. And then finally, also going to use the 2 Sink Amore speed from the rail. Again, certainly going to make it hard for Exact. Showed a lot of speed on that good course and just kind of got tired last time out. 2-back was much better and certainly could hit that again today on the drop in class coming out of Allowance Company. So that's a $72 ticket, worth the investment with the carryover in there. 13 races on the card, beautiful weather in Oceanport, New Jersey. Good luck to everybody on all your wagers today.